We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C., and that's where you find this place, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Washington football team. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Cordero Patterson on the return. Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Tackled by...
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd and 9 now. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 23. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. Oh, what a juke into space. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It'll go as a gain of 33, and that play started back at their own 33. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Kamara off the draw. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
2nd and 11. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They'll set up the screen down to Kamara. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. The gun. They'll look to throw. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, It may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now second and 11 from the 32. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. Touchdown, Falcons!
Touchdown.
Stephon Diggs. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Aldrich Rosas set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Cordero Patterson on the return. Washington will take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
On second down now, it's Patterson. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. A gain of 1 brings up third down and 9.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. A.J. Epinesa drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Here's Britton Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at about the 28. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out first and 10. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
A gain of 12.
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
And 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he's going to get this all the way down to Washington's 24-yard line. 7-yard line. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Washington, nothing.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. On the ground, this is Kamara. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Rosa's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
Different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. A throw out wide to Woods, complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Going deep for Hopkins. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Incomplete.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will be taken at the 13. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And that will come the offense as they take over. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
First down, Falcons.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He was 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Flush to his right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons. A couple of first downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
First down Atlanta.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
44-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. Nice job by Juan Thornhill there to get a hand in and break up the play.
3rd down and 14.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he's not going to get the first down. He had to get to the 30, but he's a yard or 2 short. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And Rosas pulled it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Now the pass finding its way to the hands of Eric Ebron. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 41-yard line.
And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. A 1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. To the right side to Eric Ebron. A gain of 6 there on first.
Eric Ebron.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
At the Falcons' 44-yard line.
Got a man, it's Patterson complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 29-yard line. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Woods the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Incomplete. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the 2nd half gets underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try to hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Back to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. Oh, able to avoid him. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
And that is incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. This will be fielded at the 17. So a 56-yard punt. They'll net 41 after the 15-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? Well, you want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line.
It's a game.
A big play there on the catch and run. 48 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now Kamara. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Alvin Kamara.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now they try the right side here. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll run it with Kamara. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Short of the goal line.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. Kamara trying again, and he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Alvin Kamara. his second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards the pickup, first down Washington. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
2 yards on the pick.
Here's 2nd and 8.
And 8 at the Falcons' 45-yard
throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
The pass to Brown as he holds it in. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down.
1st and 10.
They'll run on first down. Patterson, and good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
Mac Wilson on the tackle. It's a pickup of 6.
2nd and 4.
2nd and 4.
They try to shuffle pass, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mac Wilson. The 40. The 30. 10.
Come on, bring it, baby, bring it.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Roses now to add the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
The score, Falcons 24, Washington 3. Aldrich Rosa set to kick.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
taken down at the 41. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. On first down, it's Patterson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. And now he's going to use his legs. The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. It's a first down following a gain of 3. They run with Patterson. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. Ebron caught left side. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Patterson on the carry. And he coughed it up, and the Falcons grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game. And all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spend all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care of it, tucking it away, and they're not doing it.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 21-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew there would be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from blocking.
Into heavy traffic, and it's picked off at the 33. Touchdown, Washington. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the pick 6 we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a 2-possession game as they control their destiny in this 4th quarter. The tackle by Eric Armstead.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Instead of a 3rd and 4, now they have to manage a 3rd and 9 after the delay of game. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt.
At their own 40-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 38. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Down Atlanta.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 14. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. So there is still time, a little over 50 seconds to go, but this becomes a critical onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by the Falcons. And that should just about seal it. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And now here's a carry heading left. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Down right at the line of scrimmage.
I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
41.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And this score will stay right where it is. And Charles, in this one, the fourth quarter became a lot more interesting, I know, than I anticipated. Probably you anticipated. A comeback bid falling just a little bit short.
You're never supposed to count a team out, and I know we didn't on air, but mentally, I just didn't see this type of a comeback, especially one that put them in a position to put the real pressure on them down the stretch.
So for the Falcons, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Washington, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.